Hey, konnichiwa minasan, it's Gray from Wakizashi's Teahouse over in Japan. I hope you're good. I hope you're genki. Are you still excited for Godzilla Minus One? Well, it's been out for a week now in Japan, and I've been trying to find the latest box office news, the latest figures. Unfortunately, all I can find is up to Thursday, so I'm recording this on Sunday morning, so Saturday night US time. Good news is, and here's a bit of a recap, Godzilla Minus One has had the largest opening day of any of the Reiwa or Monsterverse movies in Japan, with a massive 1.04 billion yen, which in today's exchange rate, which don't forget is low, the Japanese yen is very low at the moment, it's weak, that translates to just under 7 million US dollars, and that was for the opening day. This is the first time a Godzilla movie has broken 1 billion in its opening weekend. The opening day was very front-loaded due to being a national holiday in Japan. However, Godzilla Minus One is currently the best reviewed Godzilla film in Japan, so it's pointing to the film having very strong legs. Now, what's interesting to note is they released this in November. Of course, it was to celebrate, I think, the original release of Godzilla 1954, all those years ago. But November is not a school holiday season, and it's been a kind of tradition to release Godzilla movies in the past during the times when the schools are out. So whether it's winter or summer holidays, spring, or that's it, Japan doesn't get a fall holiday. Did you know that? No school holidays in fall in Japan. So up until now, Japan's most successful movie of the era was Shin Godzilla, which opened to 845 million yen. That translated to around 8 million US dollars for the weekend, and then it finished with a staggering 8.25 billion yen, which is just under 80 million US dollars. The biggest opening before Minus One was Godzilla King of the Monsters, which opened to 918 million yen, which is around 8.6 million US dollars. But that only finished with 2.84 billion compared to Shin Godzilla, which was 8.25 billion. That's a massive difference. So just to reiterate, Shin Godzilla took just under 80 million US dollars, and King of the Monsters finished at 25.8 million US dollars. Very big difference. Minus One also had the biggest Japanese IMAX opening of all time for a live action film. There we go. Big shout out to the website GodzillaMovies.com. That's Godzilla with a hyphen. GodzillaMovies.com with the latest Godzilla news in English. The latest news regarding Godzilla Minus One's Japanese box office. So some facts and figures for you. Now, this only goes up to Thursday, the 9th of November. So after a really successful opening weekend, where it took just over 1 billion yen, here's the latest news. Minus One raked in another 100 million yesterday, still outpacing Shin Godzilla with a total of 1.556 billion yen, roughly 10.3 million US dollars. Now don't forget, the Japanese yen is very weak at the moment, so the exchange rate makes it look like it's not performing as well as maybe Shin Godzilla or the previous Godzilla movies. It sits barely under 1 million in attendance, with an estimated 970,000 people going to see it. This weekend will be very telling in regards to how far it will go. So that's what I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find the latest news. I'll have to wait till probably Monday or even Tuesday to get the weekend's takings. So we've got the full week. But it has so far, it's been a smash hit. And in other news, I heard that it's for IMAX theatres. Godzilla Minus One has taken the most money for a movie opening in Japan. For a live action movie, it's taken the most in IMAX theatres. So that's very telling. And as I've said before, if you can get a chance to go see it in an IMAX, please do so. As it says here on the GodzillaMovies.com website, to those confused as to why Shin Godzilla and Godzilla King of the Monsters opening weekends exchanged to a higher US dollar gross than Godzilla Minus One, it's because the yen is much weaker today than it was in 2016 and 2019. Okay, so we've got the site GodzillaMovies.com giving an opening day comparison. What they've done is they've put the exchange rate to current exchange rates, so 2023 US dollar Japanese yen exchange rates. Opening day comparison. Now, it's not very clear on the screen, but I'll read it out if it's okay. So number one, Godzilla Minus One took 450 million yen, which is roughly 3.05 million US dollars in 2023. In second place, we've got Godzilla King of the Monsters, 241,905,000 yen, which is US dollars 1.6 million in 2023. So notice that Minus One was around 3 million US dollars. King of the Monsters was almost half that, 1.6. So you can see how well it's doing. Then we've got Shin Godzilla in number 3. Now this is opening day comparisons. 221 million yen, which is around 1.48 million US dollars. So down again. So that is about half the opening day comparison. Godzilla 2014 took 175 million yen, which is around 1.17 million US dollars in 2023. Then I won't read the rest of it because you're probably completely bored by now, but in ranking order, there was Godzilla vs. Kong in 5th place, Godzilla Planet of the Monsters in 6th, 7th was Godzilla the Planet Eater, and 8th Godzilla City on the Edge of Battle. So there we go. Again, this is opening day comparisons. Okay, I hope you enjoyed my facts and figures video. It was a little bit boring at times, a bit confusing, but I hope you got the impression that Godzilla Minus One is a smash hit in Japan. I'm really hoping it will translate to the Western countries too. I'm sure it's going to be big in America, in Canada, you know, in the UK, Australia, wherever it gets released. I've had people from all over the world commenting on the videos, you know, asking like, do you know if it's coming out in my country? So do check IMDb, the page. Usually they have all the release dates for different countries. So that's pretty good. That's worth having a look. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. The last 2 videos, they've done so well. It's all down to you, people out there, the viewers who are watching, listening, and dropping some cool comments as well, and some very interesting comments as well. Yeah, so thanks for all the information. I can't wait to watch Shin Godzilla, which I'm doing this weekend. I hope to have a kind of reaction review video done by Monday or Tuesday, so yeah, do look out for that. Well, this has been Gray from Wakizashi's Tea House, signing off in Japan. Mata ne!